Good morning, everyone. Mal will be here shortly. It is Thursday, July 16th, 2026, which means that we are now halfway through July, which I say good. Anything that gets us out of summer more quickly, because it hot. And I would prefer it to be
Coffee.
less. I'm aware of where I live. I know it's going to be hot until like mid-September, but it does get less eventually. It's actually supposed to rain for a while. Not yet, but soon. So I'm looking forward to that, to keep the temperature down just a little bit. Luna, really enjoy when less. Agreed. Actually, this is such a weird anecdote, but I'm going to tell it anyway. The other day, I went to Costco. Now, what? I know. Very, very out of character for me.
I hadn't put contacts in. Anyway, you went to Costco?
Sorry, Mal had to put contacts in because she cannot find her glasses. She's been looking for them and cannot find them, which is bizarre, but anyway. So I went to Costco, and Mal likes to get the Costco Greek yogurt. And the Greek yogurt at Costco has become a weird thing, at least at ours, because it's not there all the time. It seems to be like sometimes there and sometimes not. And I don't know why, but sometimes it's there, and then sometimes it's not there, and there's like alternatives. So this is a day that there was alternatives. And Mal wasn't with me, so I was texting her. And she was like, okay, well, what are the options? And I was like, well, there's Indian yogurt, there is sheep yogurt, there's like 6 options. There's a bunch of different stuff. And one of them was just Chobani. And she's like, oh, I like Chobani. I was like, it's a 20 pack. So they're in like the individual cups. And the way that the packaging went for this, for whatever reason, is they lined them up 2 by, I guess there were 20 cups in there, so 5. So 2 rows of 5 on top of 2 rows of 5. And the Chobani cups are like, like this big. In other words, the package was like this long. It's like this long. Siraj says, Indian yogurt? As an Indian, what is that? It has a name. And I don't remember what the name of the yogurt is versus the brand name of the yogurt. Noga? Is maybe the brand, and Dahl, D-A-H-L? I don't know. I don't eat any of this stuff. I don't really eat yogurt. Is it Dahl or Dahi? Anyway, Indian style yogurt. So I got this Chobani and went through checkout, got to the car, and I keep these freezer bags in the car. And they're pretty big freezer bags. I've never had an instance of anything not fitting in the freezer bag. We have 2 of them, so no matter how much stuff we get, it generally will fit. And these did not fit. These were too big. Ryan says those are so clutch. They are mandatory. Like, if you live here, you have to have them, because the Costco isn't even all that far away from us. Your milk will spoil on the way home. It's that hot. Like, your car is roasting. And I could not fit the Chobani into that bag. And thankfully, this was a day where it was like super overcast and was like, it maybe already rained a little bit or started to rain. And I got home and I told Mom, I was like, it's a good day for you getting this yogurt. I said, because any other day, this would have been spoiled by the time I got home. And she said, ah. Anyway, that's my story. Lunar says, you didn't open the box and stack the yogurt cups in the bag. No. If I would have probably done that if it would have been hot. I knew I could get away with it because it was actually pretty cool. But if it would have been a hot day, I would have thought that in my head. I would have been like, I gotta do something. It was a weird Costco visit too, because I went to Costco, I bought 6 things, and all of them needed to be in the freezer bags. There was a lot of cold stuff. Usually I don't wind up with that much cold stuff when going to Costco. And as a little update, Thomas and I are tied on our wiener score. We each have 30. Don't know how long that's going to stay tied. Again, Thomas is going to baseball games. When are you going to do a Let's Play of this Costco thing? You keep mentioning. Do a walkthrough video of Costco. This is a Costco. Yeah, 30 hot dogs. That is exclusively Costco. It means I've been to Costco 30 times this year. Minimum. It's rare for me to go to Costco and not get a hot dog, though. That's pretty... Like, you gotta be crazy not to. It's $1.50. It's practically free. $1.50 hot dog in this economy? Sign me up. Good morning.
Morning.
You can't find your glasses?
No.
But
why? Yeah, I don't know either.
There can only be like 2 places.
Yeah, I know. But like I couldn't look for them without them.
Yeah. You think they're just on the floor?
Behind the nightstand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, welcome to Breakfast Stream.
Thank you.
Chaz, for me it's more like 3 50-cent Coke Zeros and a free hot dog. Chaz math. Alright, I should probably read alerts now.
Kyle Jensen says, I had a Costco hot dog recently. I wasn't that impressed. Yeah. They're not special. They're just $1.50.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cheap food. Although, I mean, it's better than like equivalent cost of some other places, I would say. Like, Costco's pizza is not the best pizza in the world.
No.
But for how much you pay, I'm like, no, it's fine. You can get a whole pizza for $9.99. That's fine. It's totally fine. We got 42 months from Cavebat, 57 from Rebel Tech TV, 45 from Nintendo Nitwit, 57 from Casper the Hylian Wolf, 15 from Mr. Mandamanny, 45 from Barbarian Rex, 301 bits from Xene Fantasies with the Pikachu Pog Star Rain, 27 months from Prelio 7, 68 from Atom Attack, 75 from Summer Essentia, 28 from Mrs. Lake Effect Gaming, 300 bits from Siraj, who says, hi all, could I have some good vibes? Just found out about some sad news about a work colleague, which has left me and the rest of the company in shock. Yeah, good vibes.
Good vibes.
Yeah. Getting sad news about, well, maybe about anything is difficult, but especially if it's, you know, something that you just don't see coming. I get that. wish you and the rest of the company the best, for sure. We had 52 months from Shattered Muse, 76 from Charlemagne, 47 from Depudius Bidoof, a Goodway Game Lead, gifted a sub to Amaya A, and we had 77 months from Back in Red. There we go.
I just had a thought about Costco.
What thought is that?
How much you have to spend every year to cover your executive membership, and how many hot dogs is that equivalent to?
So you want to know
Uh-huh.
if someone bought a Costco membership solely for the hot dogs, how many hot dogs they would have to eat to break even? I mean, you can do the math for that on your phone. Like, you have to start with the fact that a hot dog is $1.50. It's not possible to get a hot dog without the drink. It just comes with the drink. So, a hot dog is $1.50. And then after tax, it's like, what, $1.63 or something. A Costco membership is $60.
Well, it's $130 for the executive, where you get 2% back. So you have to spend
So you have to...
$6,500, right, to cover that?
Oh, you're talking about cover... Oh, Jesus. You're
Using-
talking about
'cause you get
covering...
2% back with the executive membership.
So you're trying to... Okay. Yeah.
So it's $6,500 divided by $1.50.
Yeah. Chaz says 4,334 hot dogs. Okay, now divide 4,334 by 365. I need to know how many... Okay, Chaz says 12 a day. So if you went to Costco every day and you ate 12 hot dogs, your Costco membership would be free. Keep in mind that when I say your Costco membership would be free, you did still buy 4,300 hot dogs. You did still spend $6,500 at Costco. It's just the $130 membership became free because of the 2% cash back from the $130 membership.
Yeah.
Juliet, you'd have so much protein, though. Spinach Rep says, I guess if you had 6 to 10 children? I mean, but you're getting closer, but every day? Okay, hold on. I could see a world in which you live in an apartment complex that is literally, like, right there.
Yeah.
Right? You live right there. You have a bunch of children. And every day for lunch, they're homeschooled because they need to be available every single day. And every day at lunchtime, you take them over there, everybody gets a hot dog. Come on, you're all forgetting about the drink. So, yeah. My advice... This needs to be the next version of Super Set. You would die. There's just no world in which you can eat a dozen hot dogs a day.
Sorry, I really like the hungriest ears.
The hungriest ears. 12 hot dogs would be 4,400 calories per day for just the hot dogs. Well, maybe you don't live next to the Costco. Maybe it's a hearty walk, so you're burning off those calories. Doctors hate him for this one trick. Eat a dozen hot dogs every day. Whoo! Joey Chestnut would like to speak with you. Yeah, While I appreciate your curious spirit, this has made me both sad and ill.
You only have to spend how much to cover the cost of the upgrade? Like,
Half of that. Because the normal membership, I think, is half of that, 65.
yeah.
So instead of 6,500,
To at least break even on the upgrade cost.
it would be 3,250. So if you have the executive membership and you spend 3,250 in the course of a year at Costco, which can be easy or hard depending on the size of your family and if you have like a major purchase that you're planning to do, then the cost of having the higher level membership pays for itself. There are different perks to the higher level membership. The main one is just getting cash back, but also if you're willing to get up in the morning, Costco is open 1 hour earlier. Chaz exclusively goes during the 1 hour earlier part. So the other day, I had to go to Costco to look for that cat tree, and he came with me, and he was like,
Who are all these
He was like,
people?
there's people here. And I was like, yes, Chaz, I don't ever get here at 9 a.m. I always get here a little bit later. He's like, you're not even taking advantage of your membership. I'm like, I know. It's fine. Going to Costco during the plebeian hours is madness. Yeah, I can't get myself there at 9. There's times I can, but generally, the thought of going to Costco does not occur to me until at least 9:30. That's when the first, like, brain cell fires, like, what? It's not hot dog. It never starts as hot dog, ever. It starts as, like, you need something. You need one item. I'm like, I only need one item, but I could get a hot dog. Or I could get gas. Something like that.
Juliet, I think that was the worst time I've ever been to Costco. When we got pizza for Extra Life last year.
Oh, did Juliet go with you?
No.
Oh. Yeah. It's...
Juliet's partner did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Costco... There are times where you just don't go to Costco. You just don't. Weekends, you don't. If it's a Saturday or Sunday, you do not go to Costco.
Day before a holiday? Nope.
No.
Day after a holiday? Nope.
Anytime after 4 p.m., no. You just do not do it. Absolutely not. Because if you do, you may not be able to park. This has happened. Spez says, Costco's gas stations? Yep. It actually is almost consistently the cheapest gas around. I mean, you have to have a Costco membership to be able to get it, but...
I think they've done studies on their gas being better, too.
Like the quality of the
Yeah.
gasoline? Yeah. Does Costco deliver?
Yes.
Yeah. You can
Actually, I got an email this morning
I mean, you
about-
can't get a hot dog delivered.
No.
Yet. Hot dog, $1.50. Delivery fee and tip, $14.
Chaz says it was literally 55 cents a gallon cheaper last time I fueled up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's... I mean, one of the reasons I talk highly of Costco is that, like, consistently, it's just a good company.
Yeah.
Like, not only are they selling stuff that is, typically high quality and cheaper, they also treat their employees well.
Yeah.
You're like, that's good. So, they're pretty good in a world of corporation bad, corporation okay. We love that. Do you need to bring a car in order to buy the gas? Yeah. Well, probably. I don't know what their policy on jerry cans is. They probably wouldn't love if you walked up with a jerry can. They might let you do it. Let's see. We had 300 bits from Cricket Cato, who says, "Hi, grandparents. Hoping for some good vibes, as I'm currently awaiting blood test results for potential Hashimoto's diagnosis after years of chronic fatigue."
Good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes. And, you know, one of the things we talk about a lot on stream is no matter the outcome, it's just really good to know.
Yeah.
Because wandering around in the dark forever and not knowing what's happening sucks. So years of chronic fatigue is terrible. And I hope that you get... I mean, I hope you have the best possible outcome, but I also hope that you get the answers that you need, which is super important. Good vibes. Now that I've been to Costco for the week, I'm done.
Oh, I thought we'd go today.
I went twice this week.
Oh.
Because I went and did our normal shopping, and then Lunar had mentioned on
Oh, the cat tree.
Tuesday the cat tree. By the way, got one.
Yeah.
Got one. So Lunar, thank you again for that. I don't need to go back.
Did they not have the blue one?
No.
Okay.
They had a bunch of them, and none of them were blue.
Okay.
Chaz, I don't know if Chaz knew or theorized that the blue ones were online only.
Okay.
So, sorry. The other thing is that on Tuesday I had said that the last cat tree that we got at Costco was assembled, which was true.
Yes.
They just had a bunch of assembled ones. This one was not assembled. This one was in a box, which made it much harder to locate.
But easier to get home.
Yeah, I had got... You know how they have two carts at Costco? They have normal shopping cart, then they have the big flatbed orange Mama Jamma. I was pushing the Mama Jamma through the store. And then I'm assuming I'm going to have a big old cat tree on there. And then finally, the Home Depot cart, yeah. Then finally, we get back there, and it's just this box. And I'm like, this would have fit in the cart. So then now I'm pushing the big thing, and it just has this little box on it, and I'm like... Shane says, could you fit two? I could have. I decided to buy one because they were shorter than I thought they would be. The height on them was like 5'5". Yeah, it was like 5.5 feet. And I'm hoping to get one that's closer to 6.5 or a little taller. The last one we had was about 6.5 feet tall. So the shorter one I'm going to put upstairs because that's a good place for that height. But I want to get a taller one for downstairs because that's going to be a jumping off point for some of the shelving, the cat shelving I want to do. So also that you want to be eye to eye to the kitty. I mean, it's true. It was fun for me. The cat would be up there, and especially if they're standing, they're just like, a little bit taller than me. And I was like, oh, look at this. You're installing shelves? Eventually. You gotta get the room painted first, but I do want to put cat shelves up so they can crawl up the walls. We got 500 bits of Jet says, called that property management company, and the leasing gal was not as perky as the other gal, but she confirmed that they can be lenient on a lot of things. I just don't know if I want to drive up again tomorrow or wait until Monday. Ugh. Yeah, I guess try and get things as figured out over the phone as possible before you take the drive, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not that the drive's that bad, but the more you do the drive, the worse it gets. One of the things that really comes back to me, especially because the distance that we had to drive, here and back to Myrtle Beach is the same distance as Jet's driving, is when we moved to North Carolina, we still had
a lot of stuff left back there.
Yeah, we still had our other house for like 2 or 3 months, and we left a bunch of stuff there in a room. We had consolidated everything into a room, and then we would come back and we would get some stuff out of the room and bring it up here, and then eventually we ran out of time for that rent, the lease, so then we had to move everything out of that room to my parents' house, and it just took over their entire living room. And slowly but surely, every time we were back there, we would,
Yeah.
get more of it. But it took forever. I remember at some point, my mom has the most patience of any person in the entire world. At one point, she was like, "Are y'all gonna be getting the stuff out of the living room?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. We're getting there. You will get a living room again, I promise." But we did it, and now there's not a whole lot.
No. And now you're taking, like, your childhood stuff out.
Yeah. There's nothing left there that we need. There's no necessities there, right?
I don't know.
One
Do
of
you
the
have any
things.
game stuff there yet?
No.
Okay.
Not game stuff. Like one of the things I just brought back was like your wedding dress,
Yeah.
because that had just been in
Your closet.
my closet since we got married, and I was grabbing a few things to bring back, and Mal was like, "Maybe bring back the wedding dress because it's been in there
And it's large.
and it's taking up room." So yeah, then they can get rid of all the stuff that's still there. Every once in a while we'll hear from folks, like even on stream, where their parents have just gotten rid of their stuff, and that is just so horrifying to me, because that's not how my parents are at all. Like, they will not throw away a piece of paper. They will not throw away a wire. They will take a photo of it and text it to me and say, "Hey, is this important? Do you need this?" Like,
My mom got rid of a lot of things.
yeah, that's not...
I mean, there's some things she didn't. She's like, "Here's your 3rd grade spelling test." But then I'm like, "All right, well, where's this?" And she's like, "I don't know."
Yeah. Renee says, "When my parents were moving, I went home and threw away most of my old stuff on my own." Yeah. If you have the agency, that's fine. When anyone takes away your agency, I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. It's like, it's still your stuff.
Celebrate your garage sale in style with Tiny Eddie's Sticky Pumpkin and Lemon Richies.
Speaking of old things,
Richie's. 3,000 bits from Jack0304 says, "Depression update. I have dealt with laundry chair.
Yay.
It's possible, folks. Eddie, what should I eat in celebration of the major minor achievement?" Pumpkin and lemon Richie? Pumpkin and lemon, a little odd.
yeah.
But it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. I don't think that it would work that well together, but maybe. Also, congrats.
Give me the bird.
It's totally acceptable to accept the achievement when things feel incredibly difficult. Because there are occasions where things are impossible. And from the outside world to someone else who's not dealing with it, it can seem like, why don't you just do it? And it's like, you don't understand how depression works, man. It is incredibly difficult to get things done. So yeah, congrats. Excellent. Actually, I just had to do all of my laundry because we're getting ready to...
I gotta do mine today.
Yeah.
I got 2 big things to do today. Wash bike and wash clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to do laundry because we're getting ready to go on our 15th wedding anniversary extravaganza trip.
Oh, I gotta get tickets for that museum today.
AKA, we're gonna take a train up to DC and just be there for a few days. So nothing terribly extravagant, but
The 2 other trips we talked about, we started looking at, we're like, this is a lot financially and mentally to plan.
yeah, there's been a lot going on. There's a lot coming up.
Yeah.
And it's too much to deal with, and it's also just it's harder to just I'm well aware I'm going to have this mortgage for a long time, so
Yeah.
I can't let it stop every aspect of my life. But my brain is real good at being like, you shouldn't probably do that now ever again. It's like, what if we went over here? It's like, why don't you not do that? Getting on a plane? Bad idea. That's going to cost at least $30. You should not go there ever again. You have this house now. And I'm like, I do have this house now. So maybe at some point we'll go somewhere else. But taking a train was a cool idea, because since we're going to DC and every hotel is going to charge you to park, then we don't have to have a car. So that's the plan. Gonna go to some museums
There's like 6 museums.
that you want to see.
Yeah, we don't have to go to all of them. I
Okay.
have them mentally ranked.
Yeah. You have them mentally ranked.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you had mentioned that you do want to go back to the American History Museum.
Yes.
Easily my favorite. Love going in there.
That's not as highly ranked because
Because you've been
because
there.
I've been there.
I've been to the American History Museum multiple times, and I love it. It's easily my favorite. Love it so much, and there's always different stuff in there. So I'm looking forward to going back there. Spy Museum is on our list, actually. We want to take a look at that. African American Museum is on our list.
Postal Museum is on our list.
Postal Museum.
I have a soft spot for USPS.
Yeah.
When you go there a lot and you get to know the workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the Air and Space Museum a lot. I don't know that I want to go back
Yeah.
to it this time.
Well, there's a second location, but it's further out.
There's a second location?
Yeah, they have 2. One is closer to like what Dayton's is, I think.
Interesting. Gadzooks says, Holocaust Museum is fascinating as an adult because you actually understand everything that happened. Yeah, I've been to the Holocaust Museum 2 different times. And that it's heavy. And that is underselling it by a lot. An important museum, but oof. Big oof. But we might go there, because I know you haven't been there.
Yeah. The
So we might do
Botanical
that.
Museum. Well, it's not a museum. The Botanical Gardens are on my list.
Yeah. We got 2 more alerts in here. We had 500 bits of Jeja. It says, the packing company will take everything, so I don't need to store much more. I'm just still trying to recover from driving up on Monday. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's just making multiple trips. And the other thing is everyone's got different, what's a good phrase for it?
Driving tolerance?
Driving stamina.
Yeah.
And your driving stamina changes throughout life.
Mine is low right now.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I struggle to be in a car.
Yeah. Well, it's not just driving stamina, it's riding stamina too.
Yeah.
Because even as a passenger, you have like 2 hours in you.
Yeah.
And at 2 hours, you start to get like, eh.
Yeah.
And it used to be a lot higher. Then, I mean, in my 20s, I was like, we need to drive 10, 11 hours today? Yeah, I got that. And now if you asked me to drive 11 hours, I'd be like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to top out around 6. Yeah. Juliet says we did a 15-hour day when we were moving. Yeah, I've got...
I'd rather have that long on bike.
Okay.
I don't think I would get as far, for obvious reasons. I
Yeah,
may not
I
get
would
very
be-
far at all.
I would be concerned if you got it that far. Now is slowly becoming a bike-based life form. I think
That'd be
she's
so great.
I think she's there. I think she's there and has been there for a bit. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a drive pretty soon. I'm waiting for them to like announce that.
Yeah, I know.
They said this week, which I think was false. I guess it's going to be next week. At some point, they
We'll announce it.
will announce
And you
me.
will know.
Will announce me driving. Can't wait. Whenever that is. But yeah, I got like a big drive ahead of me. But I'm sharing the driving responsibilities.
Yeah. Not
So-
with me.
Not with you.
No.
Yeah.
I get to wave and say goodbye. I'll see you in a...
Goodbye.
However long you're gonna be gone.
Goodbye. For NASCAR, you know it. They watch the Shelf Control stream and they're like, bring this guy on. Bring this guy in now. He just drives inside. He knows how circles work. That's the fastest option. Des Carter says, "What? You're letting someone else drive?" Yeah, that's very unlike me. But again, I am now 40 or 70 years old, and I'm getting to the point where like 6 hours is cool. I can do 6 hours, but like past that, I kind of want to share that with somebody. So I have another person that's going to be with me, and they're down to drive, so we might take turns. Yeah.
So, one of my friends is trying to sell his mountain bike
Yeah.
because he just bought a new road bike, and like his pact to himself was, if I buy this, then I have to sell the mountain bike because I don't use the mountain bike.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of selling the mountain bike, he got an offer to trade it for a cargo bike. And he's like, but I've really wanted a cargo bike so he can like haul things and like not use his car as much.
But he doesn't need another bike.
When I saw him on Sunday for the ride, he's like, what do you think I should do? And I was like, okay, I know you want a cargo bike, but you also have your commuter that has a rack on the back. Why don't you also sell the commuter? Because then you have the cargo bike. And then you get rid of 2 bikes and you get 1, which is what you wanted. He's like, that's a good point. And I was like, also, like, aren't you moving to where it makes sense to use your car more because you can't bike to the store anymore? And he's like, yeah, you're right.
It sounds like that man has had a bike parasite in their brain, and it needs to be removed. Because if you are buying, if you're like, I need to sell this bike because I don't need this bike, and someone's like, you want to trade for another bike, and you do anything other than say no, that's a problem.
He has 5.5 bikes right now.
Las Plagas.
I also...
Do you have anything to ride?
Last night I did... Juliet, half? He has a unicycle. He won it in a giveaway.
I knew what the half meant, but I had a feeling that
Everyone would ask.
everyone would immediately
Yeah.
be like, what does it mean to have half a bike?
He put it on the back rack of his car when he had to take it home. It looked so funny. It was just a unicycle.
The other day I looked out the window, and coming up the road was a guy on an electric unicycle, and it happened so fast I could not get a photo of it. But he was like in the road
Yeah.
where the cars are, and he was just, and I saw it go by, and my brain was like, this is happening, this is real, but he's already gone. It wasn't like a one wheel or anything.
No,
it was like a unicycle, and he was not pedaling. Or if he wasn't pedaling. He was going faster because it was up a hill. There's no way a human could have been going that. Like, it had to have been electric in some way. Renee, no one will ever believe you. It's the first time I had ever seen anything like that.
Anyway, I did a deep dive on my dad's old bike last night.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to figure out what it is, because it's like really, really worn out. And I'm like, what kind of bike is it? Because if it's what I thought it was, it's worth some money. And I was like, I could get it from Carly and like redo it as a project bike, because it would be sick to have one of those. It's not what I thought it was.
Oh.
I thought it was a Schwinn Paramount, which is custom made back in the 70s. And it's not a Paramount. It's a Schwinn Sierra, which is pretty rare for that era because they only made them for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a Paramount.
It's the saddest story I've
It's
ever
so
heard.
sad.
Sorry. Wait, 3 bits of Gadzooks. It says, my mother kept all my school-related stuff. Yearbooks, teacher reports, random pictures of me dressed as JFK and Sacagawea. Everything. I'm like 99% sure that there is a large like the big Tupperware that go under the bed, under my parents' bed, that has everything I have ever made from kindergarten to finishing high school. Almost positive that that exists. And one day it will be my problem to deal with, but when I do have to deal with it, I'll probably like go through it and like revisit some of that.
My mom put some things like that out for my high school graduation.
Yeah.
Like a story I had like written in class in first grade or something.
I do think
and I remember Carly reading through it, and just we were crying about how silly the plot was, because I was like 7, right?
Yeah. Children don't necessarily have the best grasp of the aspects of storytelling. There was dog. Dog was big.
Yeah, it's stuff like that.
Yeah. Shane says, do a vlog? Yeah, definitely. I think that sort of thing would be very interesting. Especially because it's not just about me, right? It kind of takes people back to their own childhoods and reminds them of like what it's like to be 7. Yeah, when you and your big brother create Axe Cop. Gadzooks says, I'm so glad you just accepted the Sacagawea tidbit, Steven. My friends didn't when I told them. I mean, it is what it is. It's the past is the past. You get older and you learn.
Well, the other day Carly texted me and she's like, was there a time we ever got to ride on a camel and or an elephant or something else as a kid? And I was like, no. I was like, there was one time where we went somewhere and they had camels and elephants and probably ponies. And I was like, I think it was at Bay Beach in Green Bay.
So you have ridden a camel?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ridden a camel.
Well, she said she was talking to Kyle and he was like, well, they don't do that anymore. And Carly's like, I'm pretty sure that like we did as kids. And I was like, there might be photos. So
of you on a camel?
I pulled out all of my childhood photos like a few days ago, because I told her, I was like, I'll go through and see if I can find one. And then I just haven't yet.
I mean, there's a reason for that. It's hard. I have all of the photos scanned. Like,
yours, yeah.
from, a few years back. And I have never, ever, in all of this time, it's been over a decade now, got them digitally sorted.
Yeah.
It's continues to be one of my long running errands that I want to do.
Errands? Chores?
Goals?
Goals
Probably better than errand. Because it's easier now, because the software has facial recognition, which is great because you can be like, oh, show me pictures of so-and-so. And then it's just every picture. It's wonderful. But you have to go through and do it. And that's really difficult. And the other part is that none of the photos are sorted.
Yeah.
So you've got photos across 20 years and they're in just random order. And that's awful. Because then you have to figure out, based on how you look, what shirt you're wearing, that the things go together. And that sucks. So I have never dealt with that. I will someday. But not soon. And Belara says, my husband's Anne is doing that for her family photos, and they have so many photos. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna deal with it. I know I am. I just don't know when. I think the day is approaching, though. Because for the longest time, it's been like, there's too many other things that I should be working on.
Yeah.
And I am doing my darndest to reduce that so I can work on something like that. Like there's a vlog coming out today. The next vlog after that will be the final Japan vlog. And then that's all done.
Yeah.
And then I'm living in the present. There's still plenty of stuff.
As you should.
As you should. There's still plenty of stuff to work on because, like, there's videos to do that are in the present, right? And then there's also projects that I've wanted to do or work on. I have so many ideas for things to work on for, like, shelf control. And, like, that takes time and energy and effort. But I think that I'll start carving out.
Root beer?
It's in the fridge now.
It's taking up a lot of room in the fridge now.
It's in the fridge now. So we're so much closer. We gotta get Chaz's help for that.
Yeah, we do.
Have we told Chaz that?
No, Chaz, we need your help for that.
Chaz, we'll need your help for that. We need your help. We'll need you to come over and pour us root beer and then write down on a sheet of paper what it is.
Yeah, so we don't know which one we're having.
Because we need to have blind taste tests, but we need someone to know what it is. And if you would do that, and there's only like 20 something root beers, it'll take 2 hours. We have to drink these root beers.
We don't have to drink all of it.
Yeah,
oh my
but
God.
but I'm just saying, like, it's even if you're only tasting a little bit, like, it's still gonna be. Chaz, well, okay.
You can try some too.
You also can have root beer. Are you gonna make him a cake as payment?
A root beer cake.
Can you? That's what. Yes. Can that be a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can. Okay. I want root beer cake. Ooh, because I like root beer barrels, and root beer flavored stuff. I like that. She's doing it. She's searching root beer cake. This is so exciting.
King Arthur Baking has a recipe.
Ooh, we can trust them. They're kings.
They're the flour company.
Yeah, the king of flour. Jess says, you're going to have a lot of half-empty root beer cans and bottles, so... Yeah, if it requires root beer, and it should, if it's root beer cake, we got, we got it. Pokemon says, is that a good idea after 20 drinks? Maybe not. I don't know.
Is there a cocktail with root beer?
How could there not be?
Rum, maybe?
It seems like it.
I'm 16.
I'm 16 root beers deep. 1600 bits from Jacebook. Good job vlogging. Alert win, Chess. Good job vlogging. Thank you, Jacebook.
Give me the bird.
Root beer float layer cake.
That sounds interesting. I love interesting
Food blog websites.
I don't love food blog websites. I do love interesting foods in general, but like cakes. The strawberry cake you made was excellent.
Oh, that one was so good.
You made another one that was really interesting. The tea cake.
Oh, that one was good too.
The London fog.
The London fog cake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. M. Tappet says, by the way, was the good job pooping thing a one-time or is it a bit alert? I can confirm that it is a bit alert. It is in the system. I don't think it's been figured out, but it is actually in the system. Lunar, what? Yeah. I literally couldn't tell you what it is. I don't remember what it is. I had this conversation with Chaz and don't remember what it is. But I do know that it's in there. And it's not the special one that came up for Jet. It's like the actual good job pooping alert. It's in there. I just don't remember what it is. We had 500 bits from Aggregated Molecules. It says, when my son was 3 years old, we brought him to a park where they had pony rides. We thought he was scared, so I told him it was okay because horses are our friends. He said, but we shouldn't ride on our friends. I immediately started crying, hugged him, and we left. I love that story. If friend, why ride? It's a good point. It's a good point. I think I just didn't like horses. Like there was a trust issue or something. Because they were too big.
I think at some point in my childhood I recognized that I would never be good at horseback riding. And like I wanted to be, but like not enough to pursue it.
Yeah, because you have to have a horse.
Yeah.
What?
Like I got to ride a horse like through Girl Scouts a few times.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a path I could take in life. No.
There's really only two ways to become a horse girl.
Yeah.
You either have to be from a very wealthy family or a farm family.
Yeah. And I was neither.
There's really only two possible paths. You either already have you're growing up on a farm.
Yeah.
Or you say, Mommy, and you have to use that, but Mommy, I would like a horse. And then your rich family has to become a semi-farm family. That's a lot. Because if you're like normal person living in the suburbs, like, no, you ain't gonna be a horse person. Like, I guess if you lived close enough to like a farm or a ranch, you could go do that.
My cousin did, and I think she went into vet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The middle class is barred from the horse life.
My mom's high
That's a
school best
great
friend had a
sentence.
horse.
Yeah?
So, like, a few times I got to, like, go see that horse.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been on a horse in a mall. Which is not where horses go. So, you know, I'm going to call it Briarcliff. You know Briarcliff Mall, which is actually called Myrtle Beach Mall, which is where Roland is?
Yes.
So there was one time where me and Mom went, and I was in a horse photo shoot. Which, I shouldn't word it like that, because that sounds insane.
That does sound insane.
It was just, I had a picture of me on a horse. Probably dressed as a tiny cowboy. Because I frequently dressed as a tiny cowboy.
Can you dress as a tiny cowboy now?
It is impossible now. Now I can only be normal cowboy. But I dressed as a tiny cowboy all the time. And it's because I came from a family of cowboys. This all sounds made up, but it is real. Like, there's a lot of photos of me as a child as a cowboy, and there is no occasion. It's not Halloween. I'm just a cowboy. I'm just a little tiny cowboy. I had, like, snakeskin boots and a hat and a denim jacket with sequins. Like, this was just a normal day. I was a tiny cowboy. Chaz, those famous beach cowboys. The yeehaw lore runs deep. Lunar, I wasn't expecting the sequins. I'm just a little tiny cowboy who lived rent-free in my mind for the rest of the month, thank you. You're welcome. Did you have a 6-shooter? I did. I don't know if they still make them because America's relationship with guns is a little different now, but
Did 6-shooters like leave those little plastic rings?
yes, in the
I would find those like
in the early
on the
early
ground,
90s,
and I didn't know what they were.
Yeah,
'cause
you
no
had
one
to-
in my life had them.
Oh, well, I had like both, you know. I had 2 revolvers with the little pops, and you get bang, 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 bang. Yeah. 6-shooter doesn't shoot enough for the U.S. anymore. A pop gun, but it's an AR-15. Oh. We had 300 bits from Gadzooks. It says 16 root beers and 3 bears deep. I'm looking forward to root beer vlog immensely. I'm looking forward to it soon because I went to put the milk away and it didn't fit.
We had to rearrange shelves.
We had to completely change our fridge around because there's so much root beer in it right now that the milk that I bought wouldn't fit. Which that could have been an opportunity to be like, you know what? Maybe I don't need milk for cereal. Maybe I need root beer. Work on that, Tropicana. 500 bits from Jet says, pools are the kind of thing where if you have one, you wish you didn't. And if you don't have one, you want one. Everyone wants a horse. I don't want a horse. Where would I put such a thing? I don't have a mall. That's where horses go. Really putting this new fridge in its place. Yeah, I always knew enough people growing up, which was one person, who had a pool.
Yeah.
So we didn't have to figure out the pool thing. I grew up in a neighborhood that like didn't have a pool or an HOA, and when I was a kid, we went to public pools. Was what we did, and then eventually I had a friend who moved, and their new house had a pool. So it was like, oh my god, now we have this pool, like a private pool. But when I was a kid, we just went to the public pool.
We did too. We went to the public pool. But in where I grew up, there was a lot more public pools than I feel like there are down here.
Yeah.
I feel like they're harder to find unless you have like a Y membership.
Have you looked for them?
I've looked on like the Raleigh Reddit and seen
Okay.
people ask about it.
Because I just know that I wouldn't be able to answer that because I've never looked.
Yeah. But like in Appleton, there was like Appleton East pool, Menasha had a pool, Nina had a pool, Kakana had a pool.
Yeah.
And we would kind of rotate where we went. And my mom would be like, well, which one do you want to go to today? And Carly and I would be like, oh, let's go to Nina because they have the high dive. Or like, oh, let's go to Mead Park because they have the big slide.
Yeah. There was a few public pools that I can remember as a kid. I think there's a video of me when I'm 2. It's the only video of me before I'm like 10 years old. Of me running around a pool. I've put that up on YouTube, and I've shown you where that pool was.
I think that's either an apartment complex or an HOA pool, honestly.
Yeah, it is now.
Yeah.
Yes, but at the time it was like a pool you could go to. It was a pool you could be accepted at, but they've changed it.
Before you're 8 feet tall, when you were a tiny cowboy.
Tiny cowboys can drown, but large cowboys cannot. Were you a tiny cowboy in the video? I wasn't. I was dressed in pool attire. It would have been wild if I was dressed as a tiny cowboy. I will have to find some photos of me as a tiny cowboy and get mods to put them in the art queue for like another breakfast stream or something. Because like, there's photos of this. Again, finding photos is incredibly difficult because it's just a folder of like all of them. But I can find it out. You know what I need to do?
What?
I could probably at least get started on this, right? If I dragged every photo into like the Photos app, and I was like, hey, figure this out.
Yeah.
It would at least give me a list of all of the faces, probably. And then I could assign them names and then find.
You at least.
Yeah. Like there would be child me, and
I mean, you can search things too, because like sometimes I want a photo of like my bike, and I'll be like, gray bike, and then it gives me photos of my bike.
Yes. We have gotten to the point where
Just give us a folder, and we'll randomly queue one every stream forever.
Chaz just makes a new button. It's like random Steven photo. Just a photo of me from some time in my life. Don't know when. Boop. Yeah, eventually I'll get around to that. But I'll try and find it. I'll put it on my to-do list. Why not?
Find Tiny Cowboy.
Remind me at 2 p.m. today to find a photo of me as a tiny cowboy. Okay. Yeah. One of the concerns of doing the photo thing for the longest time was just storage.
Yeah.
Because the photos lived on a RAID, and I wanted the photos to be on my main drive. That was my thing. It's like, I want them to all be there. But now my main drive is 8 terabytes. And like, there's not really an excuse at this point. I don't know how much space the photos take up, but it's probably not too immense. Probably. I don't know. All right, vlog is out. We completely transformed our foyer, and we did. Vlog that was mostly shot in May, and then also shot yesterday. So, over the course of 2 months. And it shows what the foyer looked like and what it looks like now.
The Ottomans will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess in some sense I did it a little early, but the foyer is going to continue to change.
Yes.
We want to change like the lights and stuff in there, so we'll continue to do little update videos. I think folks enjoy seeing house updates because, for one, they've either followed us long enough that they're genuinely interested, or two, they're old like us. And you get to this age and you're like, oh, wow.
I was talking to Lindsay yesterday.
Is that a new chair?
And she's like, yeah, I've just been like, working on stuff in the house. And I was like, thinking, oh yeah, same.
Yeah. Jake's Arts Workshop, or both. Yeah. The HGTV age of viewers. As a kid, you can't possibly even fathom. That's very good. Tech, that's very good. You can't possibly fathom being interested in the mundanity of adulthood. And then you become an adult and you're like, no, it's fine. It's good. I like it. I love it, actually. So we'll keep updating you. We paint a wall, we'll let you know. You can live vicariously through that wall painting and be like, wow, good job painting that wall. Be like, yeah.
And there's gonna be wallpaper in one room.
Right?
I know.
Crazy.
I got a headboard to paint. More walls to paint. At least one ceiling.
Pokemon Princess, better than what's on HGTV nowadays.
Really? I have not watched it.
It's all, you have to have brothers, I think. I think HGTV is just a series of shows about brothers. You have to have twin brothers, and they have to do something to houses. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, all right, that's it. I'm not going to go to a post screen today because I want you to go watch that vlog instead. Go check it out. It shows the transformation. It's fun. And other things to know, tomorrow morning you're going to be streaming.
I'm going to finish the mushroom painting.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Tomorrow night, Hitman.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a reminder, since we are going to be out of town, there will be no Hades stream on Sunday, no Yote stream on Monday, and no Windswept stream on Wednesday. But we should still do Tuesday breakfast stream. We always try to do that even when we're traveling. So after Hitman, we'll see you on Tuesday for something. I don't know what. All right. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful Thursday. Mal will see you tomorrow morning for painting.
Yep.
See you then.